So welcome back. I've had a few of the girls drop me messages on my Instagram to say they want me to do a pack my show day bag. So obviously we've done a show. The bag is a bit of a mess. We need to repack it because there are more shows coming up. So I'm going to go through what is in my show day bag, but also what is in my kind of like overnight bag to take with me. So we'll break it all up. I have a list with me just to make sure I don't miss anything. Obviously, if there's anything that you individually, if you notice that I don't pack something and you think it would be really useful to share, then please do pop comments in. But let's start with what's actually in my show day bag. I have just unpacked my bag, so we're going to pack it again together. Make sure I remember everything. And yeah, just take it bit by bit. So first things first, it's going to be resistance bands. You want to make sure you can get your pump up bands. So I just have a variety here. Put things in like those packing cubes and things like that. So resistance bands are all in one bag. Then we want to have your robe. So obviously all the bikini reveals, everything like that. So we want to have your robe. So obviously we have all the girls on our TeamGMT team get a TeamGMT one with your name on. So you want to pack your robe. A good thing to do is you cannot have deodorant and perfume and things like that on show day. And if you're doing your own tan, you're going to be tanning from a few days before. So you don't want to be smelly. So a good tip is spray your perfume all over your robe and spray it all over your bikini. So because we can feel a bit smelly on show day. So it just means that you don't feel so self-conscious about smelling. Okay. I'll always keep some sort of dry shampoo in, and also a little, either I'll have a little perfume in my makeup bag. So I have a spare makeup bag for touch-ups. So even if I'm getting my makeup done, I will have kind of some spare translucent powder, spare foundation, and 100% spare lipstick. So if you are getting your makeup done, maybe go to the makeup artist with a look you like. Try and look up the lipstick that you might be using, or even just have some lip gloss, just because that is something that isn't going to probably last all day. But yeah, I'll have like a little travel. I've got a little deodorant somewhere as well. I don't know where that is, but I have a little travel dry shampoo. That was prep brain. Dry shampoo, spray. I've got a little perfume, which is in my makeup bag as well. So I've got perfume and body spray. Like I said, don't spray it on yourself because of the tan. And then I have a spare deodorant because post show, especially if you're going out for food, you can just like cover yourself then. So then always have it to be on the safe side. So it might be the fact that you decide to just chill and everything backstage. But after you've been on or whatever it is, you might want to take photos, or you might have to send photos to a coach. So having a tripod is going to be super, super handy. Again, I've got this tripod. I just got mine off Amazon. And it is so good because it has little lights either side, so you can change the lighting on them and things. So this is super, super handy. It's really sturdy as well. And it was only about 20 quid. I've got some very, very flimsy tripods. But this one is actually quite thick and sturdy. So tripod. So if you're thinking of going out for food afterwards, I always pack spare socks and spare underwear, so spare pants, purely because if you are in your show day bikini, you might be fine going out to a restaurant, but if it's uncomfortable, I just like to have spare pants, and I always have spare socks just in case it's cold backstage to keep my toes warm, or if I'm going out for food or something afterwards, just so I've got socks. So pants and socks is always a necessity. I do have a little fan, mainly because it's going to be hotter. So it's only little. Again, depending where you are, you might not need a fan. So having a fan just with the tan and the pits, always handy to have. Headphones. So again, I just bought a spare pair of headphones. So they aren't my normal gym headphones. Again, off Amazon, 20 quid. But it just means that I can always keep these in my show day bag. Always keep that spare pair in my bag. I'll always keep some paracetamol just in case. Water bottle that I'll always keep. Obviously, I'll make sure it's fresh for post show. Or if I'm having sips throughout the day, I normally have water on me just in case I'm having sips, but mainly for afterwards so I can down a load. Post show, you're probably going to go for an off-plan meal, and you go and have a really big salty meal. It can just mess up with your digestion a little bit, make you feel really bloated. So we always advise our clients to have electrolytes. So you can get like electrolytes in the sense of supplements, or you can just get like these little things that are from like B&M. I don't know if it was focus on it, but they're just like little tablets that you can just stick in. This is berry flavour. Stick it in your water, down that, and it just helps your electrolyte balance before you go and have a big salty meal. So I'd always have these in there just in case. So I don't think I'll be having too much on off plan with my next meal, but it's always handy to have them in just in case. The biggest thing is you don't know how long you're going to be waiting around on show day. Have a battery pack. Like honestly, it'll be your lifesaver. And this battery pack is super handy because it has loads of different ports on it. So it has loads of different leads. So it will fit loads of different things. So whether it's charging my phone, it's not very good at zooming in, but whether it's charging my phone or whether I can add in an extra USB, or there we go. So it's got loads of different charging ports. Battery pack to keep you going just in case is going to be a big thing that's going to help to be on the safe side. We'll always keep a spare pair. So this is actually from a baby section. So it's basically disinfectant wipes, so hand wipes and face wipes. So if you have any accidents, any splurges with your makeup, if you just want to clean your hands, wipe your shoes, wipe your bikini, anything at all, I just quite like this because it just saved having, I think it was just more because I just thought it looked nicer. So, yeah, I think it's for like nappies and stuff, but, it just means all my face wipes are in there. So it just looks really tidy. Again, going to toilet, anything at all. It just means if I need to clean anything, myself or anything that's on me, then they're just handy to have. Oh, we'll just go straight to the bikini. I do have a bikini case because it keeps everything in. So I mean, my posing bikini, my check-in bikini is downstairs because I've still got a few more check-ins to do before we go to the show. But always bring your check-in bikini because when you send your check-in shots, when you are tanned up and you've got your layers of tan, with the bikini, especially if it is like NPC style, you've got the connectors, it can be quite scratchy to say go to the toilet or if you're taking them on and off or whatever it is. So I actually don't put my bikini, at least my bikini bottoms on until closer to the show, and I'll be probably wearing like my check-in bikini because it's comfier throughout the day. So remember your check-in bikini as well as your stage bikini, okay? I will have my jewellery, which is in little bags, but I've just taken it out to show you. So I'll have my jewellery in there. So I know it's all in the same place. And I've also got a little sewing kit. I have a spare hair tie, spare safety pins, a spare pack of tissues. I always have a sewing kit. I've personally, touch wood, not needed the sewing kit, but I have actually lent it to someone before because they've needed it. So this is a little sewing kit I got off Shein. It has like little scissors. Again, it probably won't focus. Little scissors, and it has little bits of thread. I'll always have some safety pins. So just in case. This has a little like netted bit at the back. Okay. So that, my bikini carry case is covered. But it has everything that I need kind of last minute wise in it. Bikini and check-in bikini. Always have a pair of shoes. So I have got some sliders, some pink fluffy sliders, or I have my slippers. So I have, they're all pink. So you just want some comfy shoes that you can slide in and out of, just to protect your tan more than anything. Shoes you obviously don't mind kind of ruining to a degree because you are going to cover them in tan. Some like sliders as well. So slippers or sliders depending on the situation. Slide them in. See as we're on shoes. Show day shoes. So people say about bringing spare shoes and things like that. If you can fit them in, absolutely do it. But otherwise I have my shoes, but I do have spare straps. It's in your bag, and make sure that if you've got spare straps, do bring them, because I have heard stories of shoes, if you're used to straps, having your straps snap. So you don't want that to happen. Of course, if you've got strapless shoes, then you do not have a problem. And I think I'm actually going to brave strapless shoes for my, like, the first ever time ever. I never thought I'd be brave enough to wear strapless shoes. But I think I'm going to brave them the next time I'm on stage. So if you see me fall off stage, that is why. But shoes, It depends if you're doing your own tan or not. So for me, for example, I've been doing my own tan. So what I have found useful and super space saving is collapsible Tupperware, because you're going to want to pour your tan into Tupperware and put it on with the mitt. You don't spray, you pour it into Tupperware, dab the mitt in there and then rub it on. So having my collapsible Tupperware, and then my tan, I always put it somewhere as well, because as you can see, it leaks. It didn't actually leak, it was the mitt. So I try and have the mitt in a bag. So again, sidebar, if you're doing your own tan, you need to have, again, I put everything in a bag just in case it leaks. But it was my mitt that leaked. You're going to want to have base coat and you're going to want to have top coat, okay, if you're doing your own tan. The options are, you get the show to cover your own tan. They will do everything. The next option is you do your own base coat, which means quite a few layers, and then get the tan to sort out your top coat. Or you do everything yourself, but you do need the 2 bottles. Okay, I won't go into detail with that. Following on from the tan, you're going to need your own glaze sometimes if you're doing your own tan. So things like Tuberose and stuff, they charge on top for the glaze, so they cover it. But basically, Show Shine is going to be the glaze. We are getting there. You are going to want to take some sort of blanket. You're going to want to take a pillow, because it can be cold backstage. See, I'm sitting on like carpet right now and it's not so bad, but you might be like in a sports hall. You might be like backstage of a theatre or something. It's not going to be like the coziest thing to sit on. So taking your own pillow is going to be one of the biggest things. I have recently just got, if you've been following me on Instagram, this hoodie. Firstly, it is literally a bit of me. It is pink. It is covered in donuts and cake. And it has bits of coffee on, which is basically like, I'm living off the coffee, but I'm dreaming about the donuts. Take a blanket, take a pillow, something, because we know the glutes go. We wish they didn't, but they do. So we need something to sit on for our bony asses. So have that. That is most of it for your show day bag. So now for a couple of other things. Shiwi, hairspray, hair extensions, if you're putting hair extensions in, curlers, like if you have curlers or straighteners and you have them in your overnight bag and done your hair and then you want to transfer them over, that could be something as well. So this is my overnight bag. You can see pink is a trend right now. Going from the beginning, again, I use packing cubes and stuff. It just keeps stuff so organised rather than rummaging through being like, I don't know what that is, finding things. So bring your own bed sheets, bed covers, especially with the tan. You're probably you might stay somewhere the night before unless you're very close to the venue. So I actually have this tanning sheet, which I got probably off Amazon as well. I've had it ages. Basically, it's like a little sleeping bag that you just sleep yourself in. So I used to always take spare bedding, and I used to always try and like change the whole bedding, and it was faff. Basically a really thin sleeping bag, but it's got an extra bit that covers the pillows. So you just, and it's because it's so thin, so then you don't sweat. But yeah, get a tanning sheet, because it just saves you taking a shit ton of bedding and having to faff with bedding. And then obviously as well, you don't want to ruin like hotels or Airbnbs bedding, or even if you're staying at yours and stuff, you don't want to ruin your bedding. So tanning sheet is super, super helpful. Then I curl my hair, so I will always take my curlers, and I'll have it in my bag the night before, because I actually curl my hair the night before, and then like touch it up on the day if I need to. I will take deodorant, because obviously for afterwards, but if I'm doing my own tan, you start the tanning process from like Thursday night, and then you don't want to do it from Friday, so nothing about bikini until you see the end result is actually that glamorous. So deodorant, hairspray. I barely wear any makeup day to day, and I have like all the gear and no idea, and it's like this barely shuts, and then I don't know what I'm doing with it. We'll soon find out. Next YouTube. I have like talcum powder to freshen up my hair if I need to, but like I said, I normally use dry shampoo. I always have this wash bag prepped and ready to go to keep it nice and simple. So within the wash bag will be Sanex. So again, because I do my own tan, I can wash Friday morning, but it has to be non-perfume, things like that, because I'm reapplying my next layer of tan Friday. So I have like a little travel Sanex. But then I'll just keep filling that up with more Sanex. I won't keep buying more. I'll have my toothpaste, toothbrush, mini deodorant, razor, face wash, everything like that just always lives in here, and my face cloth always lives in here, so it's always ready to go. So that is my travel wash bag. Shiwi lives in the bag. Obviously I always wash it after I've used it. If you don't know, get to know. Obviously it's clean, but they will be your lifesaver when you are covered in tan. Do not sit on a toilet seat. Use a Shiwi in here. So again, I just know I know which bag I need. I know where it is. Bring your own towel. Nearly everywhere you stay will always have white towels. And if you're doing your own tan, you will cake it. Even if it's like the night after the show, the evening of the show, and you're staying somewhere, you will ruin people's towels, and it might not be the end of the world, they might not care, but I care. I don't want to ruin anyone's towels. I don't want to feel like I've had any deposit or anything taken off me. And they're also handy to take on show. Like, this is quite a fluffy towel, so if I've used it and it's dry, I'll take it with me on show day. Again, extra blanket, something to sit on if it's needed. You are sleeping in, so you've got a couple of options. So I have a few different things. So I either have, like, this is a super big baggy top, so like a dress, so it's really big and long. And then I have like these silk pajama bottoms. You want to just make sure if you wear any pajama bottoms that it's not going to be tight on you, that it leaves any marks. Otherwise, I also have, it's actually called like a tanning onesie, so it's so thin, it is crazy. Because again, you don't want to be going to bed and sweating. The last thing is better to put layers on and keep yourself warm than feel like you have to sleep naked and risk getting loads of tan marks. So this is so, like, I can't even explain how thin, if that's going to show how, there you go, you can see the light going through it, how thin this is. Again, spare pants and socks in here if needed, but everything like I have is loose. And once I'm tanned, I don't tend to wear pants or anything like that. You don't want to run the risk of getting any tan marks whatsoever. Like, see how much? It's like a little Mary Poppins bag. You just fit so much in it. When it comes to food, that could be so individual to the person. So I have a whole lunchbox in itself, and I'll always make sure that I have I mean, personally for me, I can't eat at all show day, but I will always bring stuff just in case. Chicken, salt, rice cakes, peanut butter, dark chocolate, jam, whatever it is you might be having on your show day, but that is going to be down to your coach to tell you what you're going to be eating. But I keep that all in a lunchbox all together. And then again, always making sure I've got water on hand for post-show. Food scales is going to be something as well. Like, I try and pre-weigh out most of my food, but I have scales with me just in case the food amounts change. Phone charger in my main overnight bag. If you're going away, you want to have your plug adapter. If you're unsure about the show, print off your registration, print off the details of where you're going, print off the details of where you're staying, you know, have as much organized as you can, or just save it all on your phone under a certain folder. That is roughly my show day bag packed. So thanks for joining me, because it's made me very organized to sort my shit out. The next show is coming up soon. But that is roughly all packed. Knowing me, I'll go through it all again beforehand. But if I've missed anything, feel free to add anything. I might have missed something. There's other little bits and pieces, but yeah, that is the basis of it. Obviously having like a hoodie, a big baggy hoodie, again, to keep yourself warm. That's going to be the biggest thing on show days. Keep yourself warm, keep yourself comfortable, keep yourself chill, zened out as much as you can. And just make sure you're as organized as possible for your show day, because the saying of the hard work is done, it really is. And coming from someone that has kind of stressed when it comes to show day, you want to make sure you're looking after yourself. Have a little look at the girls. Don't see other girls as competition. See them as you're going to be your company, and a way to make sure that you are nice and chill when it comes to show day. And yeah, I think that is everything. We have the team competing at the NFM Southwest in Exeter in literally a couple of weeks, so that's gonna be very exciting. So we'll make sure we vlog that one as well. And then we also have UK Up literally just a few weeks after that, so we've got quite a lot going on. So for now, I'm going to leave that there with the show day bag. And if there's anything else you want me to cover, going through anything in terms of doing your own tan, doing your own makeup, if it's successful when I do my own. If there's any other questions in terms of show day, picking your bikinis, picking your shows, anything at all, let me know in the comments what you'd like me to cover. But for now, that is packing your show day bag. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.